Greetings and welcome. My name's Bella. Today I'll be guiding you through a gentle Hatha practice focusing on hip openness. We'll be doing pigeon, lizard pose and butterfly. And we'll end our practice by coming to child's pose. Right, before we start our practice today, make sure you have your props ready. Your yoga props, you'll be needing 2 yoga bricks and a block. If you don't have any yoga props, not to worry. Use the things around the house as props. So grab few books, thick books, hardcovers, paperbacks as props. Let's begin our practice, hip openness. Now come to the top of your mat, standing with your feet about hip width apart. We're going to start with lizard pose. And then bring your hands to the mat, step your right leg back, release the back knee down. You can tuck your toes under or point the toes back. And then you move your front foot closer to the edge of the mat. Make sure that front knee is stacked over the ankle and the toes pointing forward. Bring your left arm to the inside of that front leg and see how you feel. Now, enough of a stretch. Stay here, stay on your hands, and then soften the shoulders, relax your head and neck. If you can go a little bit deeper, then you bend your elbows, sinking the hips lower and stay here. Or this is where you need your props. You can come down to your forearms. You bring the floor to you by resting your forearms on bricks. And then you relax your head, relax your neck, and see how far you can go with a stretch. Now bear in mind, you listen to your body and go as far as your body would allow. Not letting your mind, not letting your ego to decide and forcing yourself, pushing yourself unnecessarily. Once you find your stretch, start to get still and hold your lizard pose. Come back to your breath. Those who are down on your forearms, slowly engage your back, and everyone come back onto your hands. Slowly move your left hand to the outside and bring that front foot between your hands. Straighten the back leg, softening the knees. Step your back leg forward, feet hip width apart, and stay here in gentle fold. Then hands to the mat next to your feet. Exhale, you step your left leg back. Bring the back knee down, toes tucked or untucked, lizard on the other side. Slowly bring your front foot closer to the edge of the mat. The knee is tucked over the ankle. Bring your right hand to the inside. Make sure your hands about shoulder width apart. Shoulders and wrists align. You spread your fingers. Option to stay here. You already feel the stretch in the hips, enough for you today. Stay here. You can go a little bit deeper. Use your props to support your practice. Now take a moment to set yourself up. There's no need to rush. And once you feel the resistance of the stretch, try and become as still as you can be. Opening the hips, lengthening the spine, softening the shoulders, soften your gaze or close your eyes. Couple more breaths here. You come back to your breath and slowly back onto your hands. Move that front foot between your hands. Straighten the back leg, softening the knees, and step the back leg forward. Relax your arms, relax the shoulders. Rounding your back, pressing into your feet. Inhale, slowly come up to standing. Root to rise and relax. Alright, we've done lizard pose. Now moving on to pigeon. You come to all fours on the mat. Place your hands shoulder width apart, knees hip width apart. Okay, and then you tuck your toes under, gently pressing into your hands. Inhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Now keep the knees bent. You can start to walk the dog out by pedaling out your feet, just to open up the back of your legs. And while you do that, you relax the shoulders, relax your head and neck. Pressing into your hands, distribute your weight evenly across your hands and breathe. Now slowly back to downward dog, come back to center. This time, you're going to bring your right knee to your right wrist. Slide your back leg further back and lower the hips. Now, if this is the furthest you can go today, this is where you can use a brick or a block. Place it underneath your right hip so that the hips are squared. Bring the floor to you. You're not pushing yourself unnecessarily. You're not forcing. You can keep the back leg straight with the toes tucked under, or release the back knee down. Option to point the toes back. Now your hands stay on the mat to support your back. If you're okay to straighten the back, option to walk your hands back, gently pressing into your fingertips and hold. Keep breathing, making sure the hips are squared, the heart is open, the gaze is soft, and breathe as you hold. Come back to your breath, slowly release, hands flat on the mat. You tuck the back toes under, lift your hips, move your probe to the side if you're using one, pressing into your hands, slowly back to downward facing dog. Okay, feet hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart. You can place them as wide as the mat if you like. And then start to walk the dog out. Breathe. Come back to center, ready, the left side. Left knee to your left wrist. Slide your right leg back, bringing the hips lower. You can keep the back leg straight or bring the back knee down, toes tucked or untucked. Now, once again, if you need to support your left hip, you have your block, you have your brick, slide it underneath your left bottom so that the hips are squared. Okay, you're not tilting to one side, and open the hips. Easy with your back. You can walk your hands forward and keep the chest low, keeping the neck long, softening the shoulders. You can close your eyes here. If you want to work on the spine as well, you can walk your hands back, gently pressing into your hands or your fingertips. Lift your heart, soften the shoulders, bend the elbows, soften the arms, and look forward. Now breathe as you hold. allowing the muscles to relax as you hold the stretch. And then stretching can take place. Come back to your breath. Slowly relax your back. Tuck the back toes under, lift your hips, move your props, and then pressing into your hands, back to downward facing dog. And once again, walk the dog out. And back to downward facing dog. Now, one last stretch here. As you inhale, you draw your thighs up. And complement this as you exhale by releasing the heels down. Whether your heels touch the mat or not, that's not the goal. Making spaces. One more breath. And then slowly release. Now you bring the knees down, come to all fours, and then you swing your feet over to one side and come to sitting. Okay, now I'm gonna face the camera so that you know what we're doing next. Now we're gonna do seated butterfly. So once again, if you think that by sitting on the cushion, a block will just help you to open up the hips, the lower back, just a little bit more, making more space to support your back, please do so. You're gonna bring the soles of your feet together, seated butterfly. Okay, now soles of your feet together. Let's take it easy with the upper body now. You're gonna bring your arms to your knees. You're gonna sit up tall. Relax the shoulders, palms facing up, opening the hips. Gently use your arms to press the knees down, gently. Okay, and then align your head, neck and your spine. Gently close your eyes. Come back to your breath. All right. If you want to take it easy with your upper body, stay here. If you need to release, you come out of the pose whenever you need to. For some of you, if you want to work on the upper body as well, you bring your hands to the mat, to the floor. And then walk your hands forward, keeping the spine nice and long. Inhale, you lift your heart. Exhale, with a nice long spine, you fold forward, all the way down, or halfway down. Wherever you are, you breathe and hold your butterfly. Come back to your breath, engage your back. Slowly walk your hands back. Bring your body back to center and relax your back. Use your hands to bring the knees back to center and hug your knees into your chest, chin to chest. Relax your legs, your shoulders and your back. And then inhale, look forward. And come to child's pose. You can have your knees and feet together. Knees and feet hip width apart. Place a prop between your feet. Okay, or one more option is to have your big toes touching and the knees as wide as the mat. And then walk your hands forward, bringing the chest down, head down, and use another prop to support your head so that you can let go completely. Relax the shoulders, relax your arms. Sinking your hips a little bit deeper and let the upper body melt into the earth. As you breathe, let go of any distraction. Let it all fade away. And bring your attention back to your breath. Come back to your breath. Slowly walk your hands back. Hands underneath the shoulders, pressing into your hands. Lift your heart and slowly bring the knees together. Alright, come to a comfortable seated position. You can sit with your legs crossed, legs straight in front of you, or come to kneeling. Sit on your heels if that's something you're comfortable with. Right, we've come to the end of our practice today. Gentle hatha, focusing on the hips. I hope you've enjoyed that short practice, feeling more open, more relaxed, not just in the body, but also inside of your mind. Until next time, take care and I'll see you soon. Bella signing off.